Disclaimer, this is a made up am I the a-hole. Okay, so am I the a-hole for calling out my husband's work wife after finding out she's his ex? I've been married to my husband Ryan for 5 years. He's always been a social guy, and I've never been the jealous type. So I didn't think much of it when he mentioned having a work wife. He said her name was Emily, and they were just close coworkers who helped each other out during long shifts. I joked about it sometimes, but he always brushed it off, saying, "It's nothing, just office banter." One day, my curiosity got the best of me. Ryan had been coming home later and later, claiming it was work stuff. I decided to surprise him with lunch at the office. When I got there, I saw him and Emily were laughing together in the break room. They looked too comfortable. But here's the twist. Emily wasn't just a coworker. She was his ex-girlfriend. Now I know you lying. The same one he swore to me that he was over when we first got together. I didn't make a scene right away. Instead, I waited until he got home and confronted him. He admitted that Emily was his ex, but claimed it wasn't a big deal because they had just been friends for years. Wait, what? And I didn't know about it? The next day, I decided to talk to Emily directly. I thought maybe she didn't know he was married and didn't understand how weird the situation was for me. But when I approached her, she said, "Oh, I've known about you. Ryan and I are just really close. He's always been there for me." The way she said it sounded kind of slighted, like she had an upper hand. I approached Ryan and told him he needs to set boundaries with Emily or cut her off completely. He says I'm being insecure. That's when they say when they know they're wrong and they try to turn it around on you, girl. No, you're not. And I shouldn't try to control him with his friendships. They say that too, girl. Emily have been giving me the cold shoulder at work events, and some of our mutual friends think I'm overreacting. They say it's normal to have close friends at work, even with an ex, that I'm just being petty and not trusting him. So am I the a-hole for making a big deal about this and asking him to cut ties with Emily? Or should I just let it go and trust that nothing's happening? Update. A week later, I found out the truth. Ryan hadn't just stayed friends with Emily. He had been secretly meeting her after work. Not for anything romantic, but because she had been struggling with her mental health and he felt responsible for helping her. He claimed he didn't want to tell me because he thought I'd misunderstand. So why would you do it? Oh my goodness. Now I don't know what's worse. That he lied to me to protect her or that he prioritized her feelings over mine. So am I the a-hole for drawing the line and saying enough is enough? Okay, y'all, here's my opinion. Girl, that's all I want to say. But no, I don't think she's the a-hole because communication is key, right? And let's put the shoe on the other foot. Like they say, me and Honey was talking and he was reading me a post and he said, a couple broke up. The man slept with several people, but the girl said that she went on a date and he ended it again. So you see how um a man is more affected than a woman, and like we keep giving chance after chance, but as soon as a female do something, he wants to end it all. So no, you are not the a-hole, because if you had a work husband that happened to be your ex, oh, he's going to think the worst. And it's good to set boundaries, right? And I'm glad that you brought that up to him soon. You didn't make a scene. I'm happy for that. And you brought it up to him as soon as, you all were alone. And like I said, didn't make a scene at his job. So that's good, because communication and setting clear boundaries, respecting your partner, that's very important. Now, it's okay if your ex, it happens to be a coworker. It's okay to be cordial, but to say work wife, work husband, no, that's stepping over the line. Because if I see my ex, I wouldn't want to interact with them, like that. Like I say, you could be cordial, you could be an adult about the situation, but this is something you're hiding from your spouse. That's a big no-no. And that opens up the other person's mind to wander. You don't do that. So he was worrying about his ex, which I think they probably still an item behind your back, because a female, know a female, she's trying to get quirky with you, saying he's always been there for me in a way to make it seem like she has the upper hand. Yeah, I think it's more to it, but ultimately it's up for you all to have that discussion. And if he don't understand, he's telling you who he prioritized over your marriage.